It's been a jam-packed week in the Triad. What better way to cap things off with Week 8 of the high school playbook. John Johnson, and look who's back. Chanel Porter joining us, fresh off of a day off and well-deserved Friday last week. It's good to have you back, Chanel.
John, it's great to be here. You've been taking the brunt of all of this weather for both of us.
That's right.
So I've got to show my appreciation a little bit.
It's a little dry in here, and we like that. And I'll tell you what, East Forsyth has been dodging losses like those raindrops. Unbeaten on the year, the Eagles sit atop the Central Piedmont 4A conference standings. Parkland entering the Eagles' nest on the heels of a loss last week. Opening drive, Eagles on the move, handoff inside the 5 to Jalen Murray. He's going to punch his way in for the early score. Now, Mustangs turn with the rock. DeHarian Boston is airing it out downfield. It's hauled in by Kewan Covert for the big-time pickup, but no points would come on the drive. East back with the football. Bryce Baker screen pass. It's Murray again. He's up the sidelines and he's in for the score as the Eagles win it big, 62-6.
A lot of scoring. We'll stay in the same conference. Mount Tabor looking to rebound from last week's loss to East, facing Davie. First quarter, Spartans facing third down. Lane Albright fakes the handoff and he's going to keep it himself. Watch out, camera guy. Albright is down the sideline, 60 yards to the house as Tabor would miss the extra point, but lead 6-0. After a Davie turnover, Tabor looking to add to their lead. However, Jamarius Hunter fumbles the football as he's getting tackled, and Davie is there for the recovery. That sets up War Eagles in the red zone. It's David Patton's time to shine, 6 yards for the score as Tabor leads 12-7. Just 16 seconds remaining in the first. Tabor turns to Jadon Mahouf, and he gets the seam. He's untouched, 61 yards to the house as Tabor wins big, 45-15.
Reidsville has earned and deserved the nickname the football capital of the state of North Carolina. 23 state titles since 1930. Unbeaten headed into Week 8, they look poised to run it back. But West Stokes has opened up more than a few eyes. Unbeaten in conference play, a win tonight might usher in a new sheriff in town. It's our game of the week where Chris Peterson is going to lead our coverage.
The upset-minded Wildcats made it interesting for a while, but they just couldn't stop that high-powered Rams offense. 7-7 first quarter, and Rams quarterback Deontay Neal is going to sail this ball high into the air. Kendre Harrison's going to grab it, and 21 yards later, it's 14-7 Rams. The Wildcats would answer. Aiden Cherry's going to bull his way up the middle of the defense and into the end zone for the 5-yard touchdown. Second quarter, Jeriel Cobb's going to get the ball up the middle, weaving through Wildcat defenders, and then he's just going to run by everybody. 48 yards for the Rams touchdown, 28-21 Reidsville. But right before the half, a little bit of trickery from the Wildcats. Sam Reeves on the flea flicker is going to get the ball to Derek Stutter for the touchdown, and we're tied 28-all at the half. Third quarter, Rams quarterback Deontay Neal is going to scramble, and he won't find anybody open, so he's going to take it himself. 9 yards for the touchdown. Rams go on to win 57-41.
We knew coming in West Oaks was going to be a good football team, well coached, and that's, when you make some mistakes here and there, they credit to them. They made a lot of plays in the first half, and then we made enough plays in the second half to come out with a victory.
So that makes 19 wins in a row for the defending state champions. From the football capital of North Carolina, I'm Chris Peterson, WXII 12 Sports.
What a game. Thanks, Peterson. Well, Oak Grove and North Davidston have established one of the more bitter rivalries in the state. However, in pregame, that rivalry is taking the back seat as the two schools partnered with the United Way of Davidson County, the Davidson County Sheriff's Department, and Richard Childress Racing to collect donations for those western communities affected by Hurricane Helene.
It didn't matter if they were wearing orange for North Davidson or the blue of Oak Grove. People were dropping stuff off left and right. Water, blankets, gloves. The communities coming together is just a wonderful, beautiful thing.
What a great event. As for Friday night action between the Grizzlies and the Black Knights, the Grizz on a 5-game win streak. North Davidson looking downfield. The quarterback hit as he throws, and the pass is picked off. Bradley Bird gets it, leading to 3 points for Oak Grove. Continuing on, Oak Grove down by the goal line. Carson Williams is into the end zone to get that lead up to 10 at the break. Into the second half, Oak Grove is adding some insurance to its lead. Grayson Treadway fakes the handoff and takes it to the house as the Grizz keep the shutout alive to win 17-0.
A big Central Piedmont 4A matchup in Pofftown. Both Reagan and West Forsyth 4-2 on the year. Titans with the opening kickoff and sending a message out the gate. It's an onside kick recovered by Davari Eldridge. That sets up ensuing drive. Quarterback Riley Horton is on the keeper. He's got the edge and he's in for the score. That opens up the scoring. Now Reagan trying to respond. Brennan Pringer looking over the middle, and his pass is picked off by Keith Taylor. He's got the INTs up the sidelines before he finally stepped out of bounds. There's no touchdown there, but West Forsyth is going to complete the shutout, winning 27-0.
Lots of shutouts. So Glenn on a 3-game losing streak, hitting the road this week to Reynolds. In the second quarter, Demons ahead early until Joe Hayes gets the handoff and goes untouched into the end zone for the Bobcats to take a 7-6 lead at the break. Into the third, Glenn back to punt. However, Reynolds' Beck Mikado gets a big-time block. Jada Williams is there to recover it and take it to the house as the Demons retake a 12-7 lead. Ensuing drive for Glenn, DeAndre Charles gets the pick, and he's going to get 32 yards back to the crib as the Demons go on to win 33-16.
Win for Reynolds. Some more scores to take a look at. Walkertown in the win column over North Forsyth, and Dudley all over those Panthers, staying red hot. 47-0 over Northeast Guilford. Just a jam-packed first part of the show, but that's only half of it, Chanel. We got a lot to go.
I think we could definitely use a halftime break for ourselves, right? But the best is still yet to come, because after the break, a Guilford County showdown between Northern Guilford and Northwest Guilford.
Plus, we unveil our high school playbook play of the week, so hang tight. More high school playbook straight ahead.